Hi, I'm Adèle McLay. Is getting your business noticed the biggest challenge that you have in business these days? I think it probably is. It's the biggest question, the most frequent question I get from customers, potential clients of mine. How do I grow my business? How's business for you? Not so good. I need more turnover. I need my profitability to be greater. I see this all the time. And of course, there are lots of ways in which we can grow our businesses. One of the key things that I think is really important in the world in which we do business today is branding. There are 3 levels of branding, in my opinion, in business in the world in which we're in now. There's company branding, there's product branding, and then there's personal branding. So let's use a really simple example. Apple. We all know about Apple, the phones, the computers, the works. So Apple, the company, is branded, well and truly branded. We all know about Apple. Apple has products that are branded. So the iPhone, the iPad, etc., etc. That is a product brand. And then Apple has people who are branded. So when he was alive, Steve Jobs was well and truly branded. We all knew who Steve Jobs was. Do you know who the current CEO of Apple is? Well, it's a guy called Tim Cook. Now, some would say he's not as well branded. He doesn't have such a high profile. He doesn't have the history, but he is still branded. And what you'll find if you delve within that organization is that key people within the organization are branded too. Now, you might be saying, well, that's a massive corporate, one of the biggest corporates in the world. Why does that apply to me? Well, it's the same principle. We need to apply this idea of 3 levels of branding in our small businesses. Our company brand, the name of it, our product brand, if we have particular products that we've created, we get them known, and then our personal brand. How do we get recognized in the market? And these days, we must accept that we, the human, the person who owns the business, is a personal brand. We want people to, when they think of our name, to say, oh, yes, they're an expert at ABC, whatever it is for you. Or if someone is needing the product or service that you offer and they think, I need that. Who do I know who does that? That your name is the name that is immediately thought of. And if you can achieve that in business, you are going to substantially grow your business. The revenues will increase, and I hope that on the back of that, your profits will increase, and on the back of that, you can pay yourself more, and hopefully you can grow your business, employ more staff to have a bigger business and to grow it to whatever level feels right for you. So I know some people think, oh, I don't want to be a personal brand. That's for celebrities and sports stars. That's not me. It is you. I'm not saying you need to be a celebrity and have a brand that's so well known that you're like Kim Kardashian. I mean, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that in your market, whether it be a local market where you're serving the suburb that you live and work in, or the town or the city or the country that you're in, that you are recognized as the expert, the go-to person in your niche. And that was the subject of this book that I wrote last year, Branded You, How to Stand Out in Business, Achieve Greater Profitability and Success. That's what this is all about, and I teach you how to do that in this book. And I want to just cover a little bit of that right now in this video, just to help you understand that actually I just want you to be more successful in business, and to be more successful, I want you to accept that you're going to be better known, that you need to work on being better known in your area of expertise. So let's have a quick look at what it means. So this is the model that I created. So this is one of my products. It's called the Personal Brand Star System. So there's my business name, which is Small Business Huge Success, my product name, and of course me, Adèle McLay, the human. So the first area that I talk about in my personal brand star system is passion. And that's making sure that you're in the right business and that the business you're in is actually able to be marketed and that you can make money from it, that it's not a hobby business. Because so many people these days are trying to start businesses where there's just not a market. You're never going to earn enough income to have the lifestyle that you want to have and perhaps have enjoyed in the past. So that's what passion's all about. Then it's about positioning. Who is your target market? What is your niche? What is your unique value? What is the promise that you make your customer, and what are the keywords that you want to be found for? Now, we all have to be found for keywords these days, because wherever you choose to be found, so whether it be on the internet or LinkedIn or and other search engines, people will look for you under keywords, so we must do that. The next area is personalization. What's your style? What's your voice? What's your story? What's your title? Can you have an interesting title? What's your pitch? So when people say to you, hey, what do? You don't just say, oh, I'm an accountant or I'm a lawyer. You say something that causes them to say, wow, that's interesting. Tell me some more. And you have a conversation. You appear really interesting and slightly enticing when you answer that question. So they're begging to know more about what you do. Now you might be thinking, oh yeah, but I'm a plumber, I'm an electrician, how do I make that exciting? There are so many ways in which you can make that exciting. Just don't be like everybody else. If you go networking and there are 2 or 3 plumbers in the room, you don't want to be like them. You want to stand out. You want to be the one who is remembered. This is what branding is all about. It's about having personality. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. And increasingly, we want people who are a bit different, who stand out from the crowd, who are remembered. That can be you. That's what personalization is all about. The next area is platforms. Where are you going to be found? There are so many ways in which you can be found these days. Take a look at this. Look, there are some of the platforms that you can find yourself on these days. Many, many, many of them. Which ones are right for you? And the biggest question you need to ask yourself in deciding what platforms you want to be on is, where are my customers? Where are they looking to find someone like me? And when you understand that, that's where you need to be, and you need to be doing whatever you need to do on that platform correctly. So if it's on the internet and Google searches, you need to do that correctly. If it's LinkedIn, you need to do that correctly. YouTube, absolutely, you need to do that correctly, and so on. So it's different for everybody. There are so many options there for us to be found. Don't try and be everything to everybody and be on all of them. You will fail. Pick the ones that are most appropriate for you. Products. Now, what I mean by products is not that thing that you sell, but those things that you create that demonstrate that you're an expert at what you do. So, for instance, for me, one of the things that I do, one of my products is books. I write books on business. Now, yeah, sure, they get sold £15 on Amazon and £10 if you buy them from me directly. Sometimes I give them away to clients. But that's a very low-end product for me. The key thing for me is strategy days with clients and coaching days and other things that I do. So, and webinars and videos, these are all products that I create to demonstrate that I know what I'm talking about in my topic areas. What are the products that you can create? There are so many options. Ebooks, blogs, videos, Facebook Live these days. You name it, you can do it. You'll look at people in your niche and you'll see what others are doing. You can do similar, but just do it with your own style. The next area is partnerships. What other business owners like you serve a similar audience? So if you're an electrician or a plumber, what other trades serve the community that you serve? So if you're serving residential homes, maybe you want to build a relationship with builders or estate agencies or letting agencies or roofers or garden contractors or cleaners. these people who support other homeowners doing different things. And together, if you get to know each other's business and you like and trust each other, you can start referring business into each other. The next is profitability. And the reason I bring this up, and I'm only going to touch on this in this particular video, is if you're out there building your brand, if you say, oh yes, I get this and I really want to be well known as the expert in my local area, as whatever it is that you do, then you better make sure that when people buy from you or start the process of buying from you, they have a really good experience. Otherwise, all that work you've put into advertising your brand and getting to know people and telling people what you do is completely wasted. They either won't buy from you, or if they don't have a great experience, they'll buy from you once and then they'll go somewhere else. You don't want that to happen. So I talk about profitability. What is your business that sits in behind you and your brand that ensures your customers have an amazing experience over and over again? So that's about systemization of business, so topic for another day. And finally, the +1, there it is there. So I talk about the 7 +1 P's of personal branding. The +1 for me is performance. I can sit here till I'm blue in the face, talk about what it is that you need to do in personal branding to build your brand, but unless you take a few steps and do the work, nothing is going to happen. So for many, I think they feel incredible fear. This, what do I do? And I don't know that I want to stand out. I just, I'm a bit shy. Well, we need to get over that. In order to survive in business, we need to move on from those emotions. And there are lots of high performance, motivational techniques that one can apply to oneself to do that. That is a topic for another day. I just want you to know there are 7 key areas that you need to think about in building your personal brand to support you to get noticed in business, to grow your business, to achieve more revenue and therefore more profit. The 7 +1 P's of personal branding, according to me. Think about it. If you would like more information, you can click the link below this video and you will get the first couple of chapters of my book free. So go and do that, and you can read the first few chapters, see if you like it, and if you do, it's available on all the portals around the world, the online portals for you to purchase. And if this topic is really interesting and you want to know more and perhaps have some coaching in this area, then you're very welcome to connect with me on all my social media, and let's see if I can help you to develop your personal brand with the sole purpose of growing your business. So I hope you found this interesting, but think very, very seriously about what it means to be branded in business so that you get noticed and recognized as the expert in your niche, in the area that you want to be noticed in. I'll leave you with those thoughts for today. Bye-bye.